still plenty to play for the Jazz, sitting at 50-20 in the West, trying to stay in front of the Phoenix Suns as we are underway. Moses Brown, Rudy Gobert going toe-to-toe. And there is a screen from Rudy Gobert. Set it up for Conley. Close out on Ingles. His three-point shot, like he's been doing all season long, goes in.
This is still a strong talent level to this team. With Mike Conley coming back, Gobert so dominant in the middle. And once again, this team plays off of the three ball. It's fifth in the NBA as a team.
That was Royce O'Neal with the three. Maledon goes right into the All-Star and the veteran Conley. And now getting ready to finish out this regular season with this homestand. 2 final games. As Maledon, little stutter step once again, getting inside, and he pushed it up right over Gobert just in time. And Conley, the veteran, trying to match up on Maledon. Used not 1 but 2 screens to get into that mid-range. Bogdanovich had the step as he will kick it out. Open three-point shooter. Corner is O'Neal, who's got his second triple.
And that's what you have to really want to try to get back to. Even though you have some key personnel missing, you want to come out and you get hit in the mouth, you got to swing back.
Ingles wheeling around, and he stumbles. And it's scraped up off the floor by Baisley. Pokusevski as he will glide his way right to the rim.
Well, raise my rim. I like that. Can you give me more? Man, he faked the whole defense on that play as he kind of glided in, kind of bumped Pokusevski on the drive.
And Bogdanovich has been everything that Utah wanted him to be. And some of the skills that he's been able to showcase. As Mykhailiuk knows he's going to have to heave it up. He does so, and he does beat the buzzer right in front of the Utah bench. See Utah using Ingles as the point guard as Clarkson just subtly lulls the defense.
He is such a good scorer, leading the NBA in points off the bench at over 18 a game as Mykhailiuk continues to see string music.
Aerial attack from the outside for Svi Mykhailiuk.
Thunder have made 3 threes, and look how it's closed in on the scoreboard.
Clarkson this time will give it up, and it's Favors who is camped out underneath. Great to see that the WNBA, Michael, is going to be getting underway. Season's not quite as long as the NBA season. Well, there's a lot of talent going into the WNBA these days.
Absolutely.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper. And I played with a guy, as Gobert goes in, he'll get an and 1 on that.
Last 7 to Utah. Bradley getting rid of it as Deck is going to have to fire. Does so to beat the buzzer, and for the second time this first quarter. Heading into the weekend and the final weekend of the regular season. And there is Gabriel Deck, and he has got a certain comfort level in that mid-range and it's been extra free throws for Mike Conley. Who's now got 6 free throws out, but the burst of acceleration from Mykhailiuk. Instead of going inside, it's Conley from outside. As Mykhailiuk keeps his dribble alive. Veering all around the lane, and then finally decides to settle for the step back.
And very few practice days with his teammates.
Clarkson set it up for Gobert, who wanted an and 1, didn't get it.
It's most of his shots around the basket because he stays in his lane, and he knows exactly where that lane is in the Utah Jazz offense. 14-point deficit at 40-26. Just keep fighting.
And another step back for Svi Mykhailiuk, whose offense is starting to sizzle a little bit.
Thunder against the best team in the NBA.
See if Clarkson actually passes. He will not. And he spins his way into a one-handed turnaround. This Utah offense is such a read and react offense, Michael, that runs through all those pick and rolls.
Pokusevski left it a little bit short. But, if you can just continue to do that, where you not allow them to get those easy buckets off of passes.
Taking the offense into his own hands. Maledon, deep penetration. Brown the turnaround, but the left-handed flick off the miss. Second shot went in. As Bogdanovich down to the baseline. So Favors, that's his 3rd shot from the baseline.
Deck does a good job of keeping that defender behind him.
as Bogdanovich will slip away from the defense.
So looking to do that as well.
Were you disappointed you got outbid by A-Rod?
Yeah, well, I got a couple of nickels. now as Bogdanovich knocks down a three. Now, I got a lot of that from a guy I played with in college who was the starting point guard on our team. As Harris basically makes a tough shot.
Offense has been hard to come by, as Ingles showed off the backboard, and the rebound by Gobert inside. Trying to dictate terms with the ball in his hands. Conley trying to keep him in front, but Maledon, the slick pass to an open Pokashevsky.
Beautiful.
In a stretch of games where the Thunder had fewer turnovers, 4 consecutive actually, than its opponents. And there is Isaiah Roby, who's been really quiet offensively. It's like it hit the rim probably 5 times before finally going in. Baisley attacking Gobert, and Brown with the spot vacated.
And Gobert has just gotten a couple of them like that where he's just baited the official. Once again, that is just incidental contact.
Utah turning it over.
Well, you got to keep the big man moving in the middle for them. As about top scorers, you're talking about the Damian Lillards, the Steph Currys, and it just continues. The Donovan Mitchell.
Pokashevsky with the rebound.
This is a chance right now for the Thunder to kind of cut into that deficit. The Jazz offense has slowed down a little bit here.
It could be so tantalizing. There's just nothing easy about that move. On the deck, spinning, fading, as Gobert will put the miss from Bogdanovich back up and in.
NBA life, practice, preparation, training, everything. Even getting more time in and familiarity with your teammates.
There's an element where having the defensive player literally stay with you on your backside is an advantage for the offensive player. How come?
Well,
right by the hard closeout. Clarkson, 3, way too strong. Shot clock at 1. Forrest gets it to drop in. The bench for the Jazz. As Mihailuk doing circles and finally sees an open crack to get that one up off the glass. Clock start time was announced yesterday. Late start. As Favors sneaks behind the defense. All 30 in action, so 15 total games on Sunday.
That time, Roby got a second bite of the apple.
People in the Thunder rotation throughout the course of the season. A litany of different positions, and Gobert just too much strength. Clanks the 3. With Maledon surveying. Now putting his head down. Nice tag. Teo Maledon. 18 points on the night. His offense has been consistent. And Clarkson heaves up a 3 at the buzzer about a team in the top 4 in the West. That's the LA Clippers, the Thunder's next opponent on Sunday. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Jalen Horde, who Mark Daigneault has been very complimentary of for the minutes that he's put in. Haven't always been consistent because he's been making plays like that. Well, these minutes are valuable, Michael, from a player's standpoint. You've got players who, like Gabriel Deck, are trying to establish himself in the NBA.
Absolutely. That's a good move there by Fee as he goes to the basket. That's going to be an and one. You heard that slap.
I will say this. Go back and watch a game where there were fans. I've done it a couple of times, and it's just eye-opening, the energy that they bring. Their season starting at the end of October under normal times. It's going to be another short off-season. Gabriel Deck in the pickup games, though. Oh, with the Euro step.
It's just solid. He doesn't really elevate on his shot, but it's still very effective. Now that guy elevates on his shot.
And that'll be the final game of the season for OKC's. Utah will maintain its spot in the #1 seed.